Iraq economic news and points to ponder late Thursday evening, the 1st of June 24. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Chairman of the Parliamentary Security Committee. The Security Council's decision to withdraw the UN representative restored Iraq's sovereignty. Chairman of the Security and Defense Committee, Karim Alivi al-Muhammadawi, confirmed the ability of the Iraqi security forces to protect the homeland's lands and the country's sovereignty. Al-Muhammadawi welcomed in a statement the UN Security Council's decision to withdraw the United Nations representative from Iraq, and considered it a successful decision and evidence of the modern state's policy for Iraq, after it convinced the international parties of the necessity of Iraq restoring its sovereignty once again. He added, Iraq is capable of protecting itself and that its security services are on standby to protect the nation's wall internally and externally from any international or terrorist movement or attack. Oil prices suffer a weekly loss ahead of the OPEC Plus meeting. Follow-up oil prices fell yesterday, Friday, and recorded a weekly loss, as investors focused on the OPEC Plus meeting scheduled for Sunday to decide on the alliance's production levels. Brent crude futures for July delivery fell 24 cents, or 0.3%, to $81.62 a barrel, while August futures fell 77 cents, or 0.8%, to $81.11. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures fell 92 cents, or 1.2%, to $76.99, according to Reuters. Brent crude fell 0.6% over the week, while West Texas Intermediate crude lost 1%. Markets are awaiting the OPEC Plus alliance meeting scheduled to be held on Sunday, as sources told Reuters that the OPEC Plus alliance is working on drafting a complex agreement that would allow some of the sharp cuts in oil production to be extended until 2025. Data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration showed on Friday that U.S. crude oil production rose in March to its highest level this year, while production of fuel products, an indicator of demand, fell 0.4% to 19.9 million barrels per day. The oil market has been under pressure in the past few weeks due to the possibility that borrowing costs will remain high for a longer period in the United States, which could harm crude oil consumption. The two benchmark crude oils were heading towards their largest monthly decline since December, after falling in the previous session due to a sudden increase in U.S. fuel inventories. Learn about the dollar exchange rates in local markets. The exchange rates of the dollar rose today, Saturday, in local markets. Dollar prices rose with the opening of the Al-Kifa and Al-Harithia stock exchanges, recording 145,300 Iraqi dinars for every $100, while last Thursday prices recorded 145,150 Iraqi dinars for every $100. Selling prices in banking shops in local markets in Baghdad stabilized, with the selling price reaching 146,250 dinars, while the purchasing price reached 144,250 dinars for every $100. As for Erbil, the stock market does not trade on official holidays, but the dollar recorded stability in banking shops, as the selling price reached 145,000 dinars against the dollar, and the purchase price reached 144,900 dinars against $100. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.